All right, let's talk about something that I know stresses a lot of people out. That little go live button. Just the thought of it, does it make your stomach drop? Does the idea of creating video content feel like this huge, terrifying mountain you're supposed to climb? Well, if that's you, I want you to know you are definitely not alone. And today we're going to look at a way to face that fear, but in a totally different way. And this is really the foundation for all of it. This quote from Marian LaSalle, who actually created this challenge, just gets right to the heart of it. Feeling this way isn't a weakness, not at all. In fact, it's pretty much the most common reaction people have. So let's just all take a breath and acknowledge that, yeah, this stuff is scary. Exactly. See, this challenge isn't for people who are already seasoned pros, who are totally comfortable on camera. This is for literally everyone who's ever thought to themselves, oh, no way, I could never do that. The whole thing is built on the understanding that this fear is real, it's valid, and it's designed from the ground up to help you move right through it. So how in the world do you do that? Well, you completely reframe what going live even means. This is not about becoming some kind of superstar overnight. It's about building a challenge that strips away all the pressure we normally pile on ourselves when we think about being on camera. This chart just lays it out so perfectly. On the left, you've got all the things that make us anxious, right? The feeling that you have to perform, the intense pressure to get it right, the need for perfection or having a flawless script. But look at the right side. That's the reality of this challenge. It swaps out performance for connection. It replaces pressure with support, and it throws the demand for perfection right out the window in favor of just being yourself, all inside a community that gets it. And this right here, this is the core idea. Think of it like a permission slip to be imperfect. The goal isn't some polished, slick production. The goal is simply to show up. For anyone who's ever been paralyzed by the fear of saying the wrong thing or looking a little awkward, this quote is just a huge sigh of relief. So here's the crucial part. The so-called rules are actually designed to get rid of anxiety. No scripts means you literally can't get it wrong. No pressure and no performance means you can just talk, like a normal person. It's all about lowering that barrier to entry so far down that the only things left are you, your voice, and a whole bunch of people ready to cheer you on. Okay, so we've got the what and the why. Now let's get into the how. You'll see that the actual mechanics are just as simple and stress-free as the principles we just talked about. It really is this straightforward. Seriously. Step 1. Go live your way. Pick whatever platform you're most comfortable with. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, it doesn't matter. Wherever you feel at home. Step 2. Talk about something you actually care about. Not what you think you're supposed to talk about, but something that is genuinely meaningful to you. And step 3, share the link. And remember, this part isn't for judgment, it's for support. That's it. That's the entire process. Now we're getting to the really beautiful part of all this. This isn't just about you overcoming a personal fear, which is a huge deal on its own. It's about understanding the positive impact your voice can have, even if you're nervous, even if your voice shakes a little bit. This idea of creating ripples, it's so powerful. It suggests that your one small act of bravery, just showing up and speaking your truth, it doesn't just vanish into thin air. It actually extends outward. It has an effect on other people and creates something really positive in the world. It's a great metaphor, for sure, but let's make it a little more concrete. When you share your story, your thoughts, your passion, what's the actual impact on the person on the other side of the screen? What does that ripple actually feel like when it reaches them? And here it is. This is the answer. Your moment of vulnerability, your act of showing up, can make someone else feel seen in their own life. Your words can make someone feel heard, and just your presence can make them feel supported. That's the real value here. You're not just going live. You're creating a genuine connection. So, if any of this has been resonating with you, if you've been on the sidelines for a while now, wanting to share your voice but just letting that fear hold you back, well, this is your moment. I mean, it doesn't get much clearer than that, does it? This is a direct, personal invitation for you to step into something that feels scary, but to do it with a safety net of amazing support and with a purpose that's so much bigger than just being visible. This is your sign. And that's really the question to end on. It totally flips the focus, doesn't it? It moves you from, oh man, can I even do this? To wow, what good could I create if I do?
That's a powerful thought. So what ripple are you going to create?